Well, coming up on February 14th, Valentine's Day, a very special performance is going on at the Performing Arts Center with the legendary Pat Boone. And with me today is Brian Gruner, who oversees the Recreation Department, and also Jeannie Mayer, who, well, kind of has a connection to Pat Boone. Welcome to the both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
First off, Brian, tell me about how were you able to get Pat to come here? Yeah.
Well, it's really because of Jeannie. She has a connection with, with Pat, and she knew, his conductor, and that's how we got connected.
Okay.
And he did a performance down in San Juan actually not that long ago, San Juan Capistrano. Mm-hmm. And Jeannie was down there, and she approached us afterwards saying, "Hey, Pat Boone is fantastic. We got to get him up here." And so we had a discussion and had a dialogue, and we kind of mapped it out and how we can do it. And so we're excited. He's going to be here February 14th for Valentine's Day, and it's going to be a concert to be remembered for sure.
And Jeannie, obviously he's going to sing, but there's going to be more to it than that, am I right?
Well, he does a show called Music and Memories, which is really great. I mean, he has such 60 years in show business.
Yeah.
He's got a lot to share, and he's a great storyteller. He is very engaging and very endearing. And so it's some of his old hits. Then he has some videos of, say, the movies like April Love and Bernadine, and tells kind of a history about that. And he's got a really great band, strong band. They're all studio musicians from LA.
Oh, wow.
Very hot band. And he's very energetic. He's in great voice, and it's very entertaining. It's
And,
really,
I was looking a little bit, because honestly, I was kind of going, wow, I didn't even know that he was performing anymore, and that he does concert tours and things like that. But he's 83, am I right?
He's 83, yeah.
And he still keeps it going. And not long ago, his daughter was here, Debbie Boone, right?
Right.
Yeah. And I think a lot of people maybe know Debbie Boone as well, as she had a couple huge hits. But Pat Boone is, like you said, has been performing for like about 60 years.
yeah. And on June 1st, he'll be 84.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he hasn't stopped. I mean, it's not like he's like sitting over in the corner thinking about it. He's out, in 2016, he did 2 movies, God Isn't Dead 2, and the second movie is the Booneville Redemption, which has nothing to do with the Boone line, which actually comes from Daniel Boone. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. Okay.
He is in that bloodline. But Booneville is a town in Mendocino County. So he's still
Really?
doing it. He's recording.
Oh, wow.
He has a couple commercials out right now, and they're performing in Florida this weekend. Did I tell you that?
No.
Yeah, in Orlando.
So I didn't even know he was in the doing any movies recently.
Right. Yeah,
Interesting.
No, he's in the studio every week, recording, and he's out playing tennis and basketball, and
That's what keeps him in such great shape.
Yeah,
right.
and I
active.
understand
He's,
that I didn't
Right.
know he lives where he has a home in Coto,
Coto de Casa,
where
right?
to be closer to his grandkids. I didn't even know the family was around here. I always
Yeah.
thought they were back in the areas where he came from. Back.
Oh, in Nashville?
Yeah.
No, he's been living in Beverly Hills for 57 years.
Okay.
Yeah, although he grew up in Nashville, got a start in Nashville. Did you know he was on the Ted Mack Amateur Hour? That's what started him off.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I've
that's
heard of that.
interesting. Yeah.
That was before my time.
Yeah.
But
Oh, well, sorry.
Yeah, I've heard of it. So, obviously, I think probably one of his biggest eras were probably mid-50s to mid-60s. But by the time he got to the mid-60s, things really changed as
Well, with
far
the
as
Beatles.
musically. Yeah.
Right, with the Beatles coming in.
Yeah.
Right.
But according to, you sent me a couple facts here where he was instrumental in getting R&B based music going, and even rock and roll, which is surprising. I mean, he's a fairly conservative person.
Right.
You would have thought when it came to rock and roll, he would have really stepped back from it.
Well, he was one of the first people out there, with his all-American image. Remember, the times were different back then.
Yeah.
It was very, all-American, really.
Yeah, it was.
So he just fit right in with the buck shoes, the white buck shoes. And can I tell you a funny story about the shoes?
Sure.
Those are his signature shoes, So one time they went to do a concert, and he forgot his shoes. So backstage, they had the props and the costumes for a show they were putting on, and they had these platform, this tall, white shoes. So he wore those. Can you imagine
that's
an
funny.
80-year-old man walking around
Right.
platform shoes? So to be funny, when there's a part where the saxophone player comes out and plays next to him, well, he went and got some other buck shoes and put those on. So they both had white buck shoes that were this tall on stage.
Oh,
it's
that's
kinda
very
cute.
funny.
Yeah.
So this presentation that's coming up on the 14th, it just sounds like a montage of his life along with music and kind of a little bit of everything.
Pretty much, yes. But he'll sing his hits. He'll do that, and he's just such a good storyteller. I mean, it's like you're going over to his home and you're sitting around the fire and he's talking to you. That's how endearing the whole thing is. But it's music, music, music. He's just not talking a lot. But
Right.
yeah, it's very. It's a good show. It's a great show.
Yeah, it's interesting again that the two movies you told me about that he's in. The Booneville Redemption, and that's an interesting movie. Did you see that?
I saw part of it. Yeah, I did see
Okay.
it. Yes, actually, I
All
did
right.
see part of it.
Is it about the town or?
It's about the town. It's a story about it's frontier type story about a girl who lost her mom, and
Oh,
he was
interesting.
the doctor in the movie, so it was
Oh,
good.
very interesting.
Yeah, it was good.
I didn't know
It was
that.
great.
So, Brian,
Yes.
he's bringing his own ensemble in,
Right.
and having obviously a presentation, on-screen presentation as well. So this is going to be quite a performance here for people. I mean, this is something
we're definitely
pretty cool.
excited for it, and it should be just a great concert. Like I said, we sold 441 tickets already.
Okay.
So if don't hesitate, these tickets are going to go. So we want you coming out there, buy those tickets, and enjoy the show and be a part of it. I mean, it's a legend coming to our village here, and who wants to miss that?
Right,
So,
and for $25 or $18,
18 or 25,
that's
depending on the
a
seat,
bargain
yeah.
because you'd be spending a lot more. I don't
Right.
know the other places that he performs, but I'm sure it would be much, much more than
Much
that.
Yeah.
Somewhere else. So Jeannie got you a discount, huh?
She did.
Oh, really? I didn't know. I wanted to tell you that did I mention the videos? He does videos like clips of Shirley Jones. They
Right,
did the State Fair, and it's just so cute to see them back there. He's so cute. You think he's cute? I met his mom and dad, and when his dad was 83, he's even cuter than Pat. If you can imagine, just inside and out, just lovely, lovely people. You can tell why Pat is so wonderful, because his parents were wonderful, really salt of the earth people. But so he has the videos, and then he'll sing, then he'll tell a story, and he'll sing, and it's just great. And the 5-piece band, you can't beat it with a stick.
Yeah, that's going to be
So,
really nice.
yeah.
How long is the presentation?
About 90 minutes.
Okay.
With an intermission, so a little over an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, an hour and a half.
Okay.
And the other thing that's great is Pat will sign autographs as long as it takes.
Oh, that's nice.
He'll stay forever signing autographs and having pictures taken.
Oh, that's really nice.
It's really nice. So that's something to look forward to.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
going to be
Yeah.
going to be a fun event. Something that is great that it's coming to this community. And now, what's your connection again?
Well, his conductor, Dave Siebels, is my all-time, long-time friend from high school, and we're like
Okay.
family. So I've been around Pat a lot, and a lot of the performances, and that's how I know Pat, and that's the connection. So that's how we kind of got in there.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's great, and wonderful that you were able to get this show on the road, so to speak,
Yeah.
and bring it here. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Performing Arts Center, go over there to get your tickets, right?
Yep.
And again, $25 and $18, and it's going to be on Valentine's Day. And I'm looking, what time on Valentine's? When's the performance time?
It starts at 6:30, I believe.
Okay, all right. 7 o'clock. There you are. I was looking on my notes here. It's right behind me here. 7 o'clock. Get there at 6:30 though.
We want you to be there at 6:30 because we have an open bar and we'll have some drinks available. So come on out and mingle, hang out, and the performance will start at 7.
Okay, it's going to
So.
be absolutely wonderful.
Are you
And,
coming?
Probably not, but
I'll be there.
kind of hard
I'll be there.
midweek. But I certainly, although I didn't grow up with his music, so to speak, I certainly remember seeing him in TV shows and,
Right.
you know, especially the variety shows during the 60s and 70s, that he was on all of them, of course.
Right.
So, but I appreciate you doing this for the community. I think, and of course Brian as well. But you know, it's something that you have said before, Brian, and others, that if people in this community have these type of connections, bring them to you.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, well, definitely. Yeah, I mean,
look
like
how this turned out.
is definitely rare, and we'll want to definitely take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And bring that to our community if we have some type of performance or an artist or anything like that. Yeah, just reach out to the recreation department, and we'll definitely sit down and talk.
Yeah, it's always that possibility.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on.
Oh,
Good to see
thank
you again.
you.
Are you
Thank
still
you,
doing
Ted.
the Smile?
We're going to do another series in the spring.
All right, we'll talk about that then.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Brian,
Ken.
good to see you.
Thank you.
Take care,
Good
my
to see you
friend.
too.
All right, we'll be back.